Up, shitheel. Get up! Lose the bag. Lose the bag!
Put your hands up. Put your hands up, I'll blow your head off.
You fucking traitor.
All right, let's get him out of here.
And have you had any dealings with the Russians?
Well, I've done a lot of business with the Russians.
They're commies, you know that. They're commies. Well, there's Vladimir Putin. Have you ever met the guy?
Tough guy. I met him once. I don't know Putin. I have no idea.
I'm asking
I
you,
never met Putin. What do I have to get involved with Putin for? I have nothing to do with Putin. I've never spoken to him. I was in Russia. I was in Moscow recently. And I spoke indirectly and directly with President Putin, who could not have been nicer.
You said for 3 years, 13, 14, and 15, that you did have a relationship with him.
No, look, what do you call a relationship? I mean, he treats me
I'm asking
with
you.
great respect. I never met Putin. I don't know who Putin is. Putin wants to go in, and I got to know him very well because we were both on 60 Minutes. We were stablemates, and we did very well.
Well, once again, there's an enormous amount of activity going on with US traitor drumpf. It's impossible to keep up with the pace of the scandal, crime, investigations, problems, and idiotic tweets, comments, suggestions, and remarks by idiot and unelected US traitor drumpf. It is literally, technically impossible to keep up with the unbelievable flow of scandal. It's unbelievable, especially following on the coattails of twice duly elected President Barack Obama, who did not have a single scandal throughout an 8-year elected term of office. But now, we have a criminal investigation into Donald Drumpf, the current illegal occupier of what is now the White Trash House. FBI Special Counsel Bob Mueller now has Drumpf's attorney, Crooked Cohen, dead to rights. Longtime bully and lousy attorney Crooked Cohen is now getting its comeuppance. Cohen's records will be full of Drumpf's treasonous crimes, decades of frauds, a treasure trove of evidence concerning financial crimes, and a wealth of connective tissue, not tenuous tissue, thick, muscular tissue, connecting everything, cartilage, bone, connecting Drumpf directly to Russia and Putin and oligarchs like two heads on the same body. Drumpf is inextricably and criminally linked to Russia in a conspiratorial and treasonous way. It will come out no matter what. There's nothing Drumpf can do to prevent that. But there are some things that are going to accelerate it, like the capture of Crooked Cohen. So all this evidence is going to come out. All the evidence of the Russia-related materials and an unbelievably relentless amount of scandals concerning frauds and schemes that Drumpf, like Drumpf University, will be laid bare. Everyone is going to get to see it, and people will eventually be astonished at the fact that we've been saying all along, Drumpf is broke. He is the world's biggest debtor. that'll come out too. And that's one of the things drumpf is most fearful of, that the emperor has no clothes and no wallet. So that'll come out too. But Cohen's going to be a treasure trove, a gold mine of evidence concerning criminal matters and undertakings that Cohen, Crooked Cohen, has handled on drumpf's behalf, including silencing people from speaking. Drumpf has a real issue with people speaking. It likes to go on at length, lying and lying and lying, and never ever inserting even one thing that's true. But drumpf cannot stand it when all of those things are told by the real news to the public that drumpf expects to be the king of. It's all absolutely preposterous. But Crooked Cohen is going to lead the way down an entirely new path with very little, if any, resistance. He has everything. FBI Special Counsel Bob Mueller, a Republican, cleverly referred the Crooked Cohen case to state court in New York, where drumpf's powers of pardon do not extend or reach. It is a brilliant move. And we'll get into exactly why, too. Nabbing Crooked Cohen and all of his documents creates a situation where Crooked Cohen can now be flipped on traitor drumpf for fear of a decades-long prison sentence. Crooked Cohen's records will include Russian contact, money laundering, and other crimes, maybe even getting into some of the obstruction of justice that drumpf is truly guilty of just in the past year. FBI Special Counsel Bob Mueller's genius is on display here as he moves drumpf's insiders and co-conspirators to safe venues in court jurisdictions that drumpf can't touch or control. In fact, the FBI raid against Crooked Cohen was authorized by someone, a judge, that drumpf unusually, out of the norm, personally interviewed. Personally interviewed is a Republican judge he interviewed and installed into that judgeship. That is the person who reviewed Bob Mueller's team's information and authorized a no-knock raid on drumpf's attorney, Crooked Cohen, Crooked Michael Cohen. FBI Special Counsel Mueller and his team can now depose Crooked Cohen on all crimes that manifest themselves through the evidence obtained in the three FBI raids conducted on Crooked Cohen's office, hotel, and home. Hey, GOP, if you're listening, hey, the midterm elections are about 6 months away. Go ahead and keep enabling and protecting drumpf. You think Alabama's Senate turning blue was bad? Watch as a gigantic blue Nami wave washes through Congress and leaves nothing red and smelly in there. It will all be washed out and rinsed away, and a fresh blue tide will be coming in. Blue tides are refreshing, change, and a check and balance on an absolute criminal who scoffs at the law and thinks that it is the law, while its sole purpose and what it is doing is obstructing the law, completely obstructing the law. And why? If drumpf isn't scared of the investigation, has nothing to fear criminally, why try and shut it down? It's a pretty simple situation. Drumpf is guilty, and he's panicking out of terror. We love it, and we cannot wait until November 6th, 2018. It is going to be a blue surge. Whatever Drumpf touches turns to shit. And when Drumpf touches a shitty lawyer like Crooked Cohen, all that happens is the shit doubles in size. Oh, and shitmouth Drumpf, firing FBI Special Counsel Bob Mueller won't end the treason investigation into you and your clan. In fact, it will amplify and accelerate it. Nobody wants a traitor in this country. And Drumpf, you know you're a traitor. You're terrified of Mueller. And you should be, because not only is he coming for you, he will get you. That is a fact. You're done. Pack up your burgers, pack up your Kentucky Fried Chicken, and get the hell out of what is now the white trash house. Rule of law will win. We are a nation of laws, not men. Remember Nixon. You're going to follow in his footsteps right up until the point of resignation, where you will steer and go right to prison. And no one's going to be pardoning you. Remember, you dragged Mike Penis into this too, so he's going down with you. It's over.
Up, shitheel. Get up! Lose the bag. Lose the bag!
Put your hands up. Put your hands up, I'll blow your head off.
You fucking traitor.
All right, let's get him out of here.